We are live.
Let's go. We're here.
Let's go. Are you ready for Civil War?
I've been preparing for this my entire life. I always thought I was just boxing for fun. Turns out survival skills will be an obvious advantage when the Civil War hits. I'm excited about it. I am. All the training courses I took in firearm training and boxing. We're in a situation now where it doesn't look good, bro. It just doesn't look good. I mean, man, this is really, this is approaching, like, I didn't think they'd go here. I did not think, but the thing is, they're losing. If you did you see the video from Chicago?
Which one?
Oh my goodness, with the black people?
I did not.
I know that sounded weird. Let me pull that up. Kind of give you a reason why I think Kamala is panicking and going into full civil unrest mode. Yeah. This video is straight up, as they say in the hood, lit. I'm going to DC Drano's Instagram right now. Everybody see my screen? Screen audio shared. You ready? Are you ready for this? This one's amazing.
Let's get it.
Come on, bro. Harris does backwards, bro.
What?
Harris.
Man, we not voting for that, man. We voted for Trump, man.
Why?
Man, we not with none of that, man. Chuck be looking out for the black community, man. We ain't.
Bro, this is the inner city in Chicago.
That's crazy.
So this YouTuber, just a background, this YouTuber went out to Chicago, right? Mm-hmm. Right. And he's managing a convenience store. That's his shtick. And he's just saying, hey, man, how about Harris? And they're like, nah, man, I'm voting for Trump. And the reason is, the number one reason, it's not abortion, fellas, maybe for the dumb white liberal girls, but it's actually, I don't know, like not having World War III and not having Venezuelans take over the neighborhood and take all your jobs.
It's
These
crazy, bro.
Who work in their little comfy cubicles, they don't know what it's like having regular jobs like these guys have. So they're not feeling the pain. So these suburban white liberals, they are the bane of society. They are the worst things to happen to America. White liberals are the most evil group of people, the most evil demographic we have ever seen in the history of mankind.
I agree. It's so fucked up. Like, and just for the record, any of you can check my pin tweet. I'm telling you, it's going to get fucking crazy. Like what we've seen so far. I mean, the whole mask bullshit, all that stuff. It's all fucking, I'm telling you, it's all going to be fucking crazy. Alan, how the hell did you turn into a Trump stan? You're one of the most level-headed liberal people I met. I hope this is some cash grab. Well, I don't know where the fuck you've been. Oh wait, I think I know who you are. That's right. I remember you. I'm not a stan for anybody. If you actually paid attention, which you clearly haven't, I'm pretty critical of Trump, but I'm just not going to vote for anybody that's going to campaign on taking my fucking rights away, nor that doesn't know how to fucking run the economy, that has started multiple wars, that, and
is borderline retarded, and is just a retarded person. Yeah. I mean, Trump's a mean, brash person, but I thought we'd get a kick out of that one. Let's get back to the video. The video speaks for itself. We'll just let it play through.
Yeah. We ain't going yeah.
I respect. You all good, my boy.
All right, man.
Yeah. And who you voting for, Trump or Kamala?
Man, Trump. We ain't that Indian ass, man.
Who?
Fuck that Indian ass bitch, man.
Too funny.
Kamala?
Yeah, we ain't.
Man, you know what? His black dar is on. Like he knows black when he sees it. He's like, man, she ain't black.
Yeah.
Why you don't?
Because she them immigrants. I'm black. Them Venezuelans taking all our bread. They out here creating gangs. They had gang banging, breaking in abandoned cribs, all type of good shit.
I like how they wrote houses instead of cribs on the caption.
Funny.
Because white people will be like, why are they breaking into cribs? Like, why would they sleep in a crib? They're adults.
So you don't like the open border?
Nope. We need that border.
Hey, what are your thoughts on when Trump got shot?
Man, hey, don't try to take my boy out. Make America great again.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's your typical MAGA supporter. When people say MAGA, this is what I think. I'm not joking. MAGA are Americans of all colors who just want to live in a great country. You don't have to be white. You don't have to wear overalls or camo. You could be a black guy in what appears to be a bunny outfit.
Mm-hmm. and
Yeah.
just chilling.
Just wanting to live your best life. Just wanting to maybe get out of the hood, right?
Make America great again.
Hey, Trump or Kamala?
Shit, Trump, be honest.
Yeah, so why Trump though?
Why Trump? Because shit, we used to get paid and shit. Like, he used to keep immigrants out. So, you know, we was able for us to get jobs. It's hard for us to get jobs now, shit, because immigrants taking over.
So you're not with the Venezuelans?
I ain't gonna lie, they taking our jobs and some more shit. They do it better than us though, but they taking our.
I love that. They do it better than us.
Yeah,
but
that's funny.
That is hilarious.
I did what real quick because I remember who that dude is, but I'll talk to you directly. But I'm not anybody's stan, but I am still the most level-headed liberal you know. Like I really am. I absolutely am. I have not changed at all. You brainwash fucks are the people that are the problem. Because how did you go from being a liberal to being a warmonger? How can you vote for somebody that is endorsed by Dick Cheney? How can that happen? How can you call yourself a Democrat and vote for somebody that's being endorsed by Liz and Dick Cheney, being endorsed by warmongers? I haven't changed. You guys just have.
What you know who else endorses Donald Trump? That hardcore right-wing Kennedy guy. Yeah. And and that hardcore right-wing former Democratic presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard.
Yep.
Yeah, we're really stans. The fuck's a stan? I know what crib means. I don't know what stan is.
Stan is a Eminem thing.
Oh, your greatest fan? This is Stan. Okay.
This is Stan.
I heard they're taking over the buildings. Is that true?
Hell yeah, boy.
Who would you vote for?
I'm not gonna vote for neither one, but like I said first time, if it's a choice, I'll go with Trump. She ain't no good. I'll put it like that. So whoever wanna believe and go on her, check.
Who you voting for?
Trump.
Come on, bro. Harris does backwards, bro.
What?
Harris.
Man, we not voting for that, man. We voted for Trump, man.
Why?
Man, we not with none of that, man. Chuck be looking out for the black community, man. We ain't
looking out for the black community.
It's not even arguable, you know.
No.
And that's the sad thing. Like it's just not even arguable. And it like the reality of it is Trump a good person? No billionaire is a good person, bro. Like me and you talk that all the time. But
you can't get to $1 billion by being a good person.
Hell no. But I'm not going to vote for somebody that's campaigning on taking my fucking rights away. It's like, and anybody that does, you don't actually.
Misinformation, dude. That whole word is a way to circumvent the First Amendment.
Yeah.
It's like hate speech. All of that's bullshit. Who determines what misinformation is? Like I always use this example. In the early 1900s, if you spoke up against frontal lobotomies, that was misinformation because that was the science that was being used to cure mental illness. And I use cure very loosely. Whereas now we look back at frontal lobotomies and we're like, thank God there were some people spreading that misinformation that it's probably not a good idea to drill into someone's frontal cortex.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's very weird. Like shit, like only like, what is it? 40 or 50 years ago, if you said cigarettes were unhealthy, a doctor would be like, that's ridiculous. You know, like doctors like used to tell people to smoke. That's how crazy it is.
If you can't win a debate on why your information is correct, maybe your information is not correct.
Well, I mean, the thing is, most of the people that are going to be voting for the fascists, which is the actual Democrats, they're also the same people that believe that we should shut the fucking country down for a cold because most of them are fat fucking stupid fucks.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Democrat Party. I mean, pretty much. You could tell a Democrat voter, the men have the weak jaw lines and the estrogenic tit fat. You know, men for Harris?
Yeah. People terrified of a fucking cold, you know, like they think we should ruin the country over a fucking cold. Like I said this from the very beginning. It could have been fucking 10 times more deadly and we should have still never done a goddamn thing. Like,
I love how you circumvented saying the word. That is awesome. That is good work for you.
I've been practicing, man. I've been practicing.
That is good. We'll just call it the cold.
Yeah, the cold.
I mean, the cold. Because it is a cold. It literally is. That is what a COVID virus. That is what a coronavirus is. I didn't say the C word.
So I understand. Like if you're like some like middle-aged sloppy fat fuck with a huge ass belly that basically just drinks beer all day long and doesn't do shit. I can understand why you might be afraid of a cold, but that doesn't mean anybody else should have to do anything. Maybe you should stay your ass the fuck inside.
Or maybe just shut the fuck up and not accuse people of being flip-floppers. We're not flip-floppers. Right. We are the same 90s Democrats we always were. And exactly. that lost us a lot of Republican followers, and we're good with that because we're going to bring up issues as they come. And let's see what these fine white supremacists in this video have to say.
Yes.
Yeah, I respect. You all good, my boy.
All right, man.
And who you voting for?
Okay, that's the same one. But there's a longer version of this. But at the end of the day, man, it's how did I do that? I look great. Hold on, there you are.
I'm here though. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
I'm sorry, man. I did my live earlier and I clicked on the one button. So here's the deal. The polls are looking very good. So usually early voting, Democrats need to be ahead by a lot, but actually in many, many areas, Republicans are up by a lot. And so I want to move on to Joe Rogan and the Joe Rogan podcast. And people are like, well, why would he care? Right? He's already getting the young male vote. The problem is men don't vote, women vote. And if men voted, we'd actually have a good country. But men don't vote. They're like, I'm too busy. I'm doing this. But what's happening this time is that working men are going out and they're voting early and they're voting hard because they are so scared of what can come if we have another 4 years of this. So we have a very active, I think it's going to be so big, and I could be wrong. Look, man, I'm not gonna claim that elections are fair or unfair or whatever. There's always shit that can happen when you have a voting machine that uses an algorithm, right? And a lot of them are hooked to the internet. Now, Tennessee, our voting machines are not connected to the internet. It's local. It prints out your ballot. You look it over and you put it in the machine. That's it. There's no funky business. That's why Tennessee's votes, I believe, are as clean as you're going to see. It's the closest to hand counting you're going to get. But a lot of these states, they're hooked up to the internet, and they've already shown how easy it is for even a novice level hacker to hack into these things. So I'm not saying that, that Kamala is personally going in and hacking the computers. No. I'm saying that if somebody on either side wanted to go in, they've already shown this. They've done exposés on it. Like, it's not that hard. So that's why I say, based on what we're seeing right now, the data, the polls, and again, Democrats usually poll very favorably. And you look at Hillary versus Kamala. Hillary was doing much, much better. She ended up losing. Man, you might see crazy shit happen, like Trump winning Illinois. Like, that's how crazy it is. Like, what happens if an entire metropolis of black men get out and vote?
It'll be crazy. I mean,
what happens if he wins, like Chicago? Like, what happens if he gets that Cook County vote? Because Illinois is conservative outside of Cook County. What happens?
My thing is, like, so say Trump wins in a landslide. That's just the start of the problems, bro. Like, I mean, and don't get me wrong. I can see like, and this is another reason why, like, people want, like, just to put it out there, the reality of it is, if you stand back and look at the two parties over the last like 4 to 8 years, like, I'm not gonna ever vote for people that were encouraging other people to burn down cities and shit like that. Like, it's
Walsh's wife, she enjoyed the smell of her city burning. That weird, woman is a sociopath. Like, Walsh's wife is an evil bitch. She is a sociopath. I mean, who says that? The rubber burning, and I enjoyed it. What the fuck is wrong with you, lady? So I got to get on this. Let's get on this. Electoral college, we need it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
you can't have city centers. Like, you can't have California determining the votes of people who live in rural areas. It's just, we need an electoral college. It's necessary.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I used to believe that. And then I actually learned. But no, the electoral college is necessary in this country.
And if the Democrats want to get rid of the electoral college, they can feel free to secede.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They can feel free to secede.
I would love a nice little national divorce.
Yeah, I mean, I would love one. I would absolutely love it. Like, the thing is, man, like, I think that people have misunderstood what's going on here. The Democrats are no longer the Democrats. They're literally the party of war. They're literally the party of lies, war, propaganda. And people can claim that it's the other way around. Barack Obama is the reason why propaganda can be put on the news.
Yes.
Like it's not even a debate, right? So it's like the people that are just brainwashed that are like, anybody that thinks that I've changed, bro, maybe you should check out the fact that you changed. Like you just didn't realize it because you didn't really have free thinking thought. You just kind of followed along. Like I'm a free thinker. And I've always been, you know? And I wish the people could understand that we're at a very dangerous time right now, because if Trump wins, there's no, I don't have any belief that Kamala Harris is going to certify the election. None.
Oh no. It's going to be so bad. Mm-hmm. There will be an actual insurrection.
Yeah. Well, people pointed out to me today, they're like, oh, they changed that law in 2020. She has to. Like, oh, you mean just like they have to listen to the Constitution and they haven't been? I'm sorry. Like nothing about what they're doing makes it so they have to. The shit she said today is unreal.
Can you play that?
Yeah, I got it up.
Oh man, it's not, dude. This is like literally incitement.
And look at what it says. Trump said he wanted generals like Adolf Hitler had. This comes from the New York Times. You know, like it's not even like from anything else besides a New York Times person stated this, and now she's repeating it. Listen to this crazy ass fucking hag.
This is beyond where I thought they'd go. I mean,
Donald Trump's former chief.
No, dude. I told you I've been telling people it's going to get. This is not even crazy yet. This isn't crazy. Wait till they pull out the AI and the fake videos and shit like that. I'm telling you, it's going to get so fucking nuts. It's just going to get absolutely insane.
Out. Let's listen. So yesterday we learned that Donald Trump's former chief of staff, John Kelly, a retired 4-star general, confirmed that while Donald Trump was president, he said he wanted generals like Adolf Hitler had. Donald Trump said that because he does not want a military that is.
So my question is, why wasn't this said before? One, and two, isn't this one of the guys that, like, you know, basically like tried to hand over the country to fucking China and shit like that? I'm
wondering why this isn't going to go well. No. Because right now the people who are voting, right? They're voting for who they're voting for. What this is going to do, it's going to get normal people who normally wouldn't vote to vote for Trump. I don't understand. It's almost like they're trying to lose. This is just going to get more people on the Trump bandwagon. This is because this is such an absurd claim that even the midwit of midwit who is undecided, which if you're undecided at this point, I don't know what to tell you, like whatever, but like this is so inflammatory. This is meant to cause civil unrest. There's no other word. She is trying to cause civil unrest.
And this is the day after Biden stammered through saying that they should lock Trump up.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, but here we go.
Loyal to the United States Constitution. He wants a military that is loyal to him. He wants a military who will be loyal to him personally, one that will obey his orders even when he tells them to break the law or abandon their oath to the Constitution of the
kind of like what they did during 2020.
Just this past week, Donald Trump has repeatedly called his fellow Americans the enemy from within. And even
so, but Biden didn't label conservatives as domestic terrorists. I mean,
enemy from within. And you know who he's talking about. It's not his American citizens. It's these people. No. Yeah, she is the enemy from within. This is the enemy candidate.
Yes. I mean, it's a person that never went through any nomination process. That's another thing too, man. I just couldn't vote Democrat because they haven't had an actual nomination process, a legit one, in 3 election cycles.
No, this woman was just kind of swept in without one vote. And the last time she ran, she couldn't win 1 delegate.
They screwed RFK. They screwed Bernie Sanders twice. You know, it's like, it's unreal. Like, so they haven't actually had Hillary. It's been 3 election cycles that they haven't had an actual nomination process. So if you're a Democrat, you literally have not voted for the nominee in 3 election cycles.
Yeah.
Like wake up.
Unreal.
Like they wake the fuck up. It's insane.
It's
said that
crazy.
he would use the United States military to go after American citizens.
They literally just made it so that, like, her administration just made it so the military could act on citizens on U.S. soil.
They just passed that. It's the ultimate deflection, right? It's like,
Yeah.
they're like, hey, those guys. No, you literally passed the law
Yes.
that says that they can and also Obama's the one who is drone striking American citizens at restaurants overseas.
Yep.
Unreal.
And let's be clear about who he considers to be the enemy from within. Anyone who refuses to bend a knee or dares to criticize him would qualify in his mind as the enemy within.
Listen to how she's talking. She's
Bend
talking
a
as if
knee?
she can. She's talking as if she can read this motherfucker's mind.
This is
You know?
this is so absurd. I don't see, and they're promoting this on her Kamala HQ page.
Mhm.
That's the crazy part. Like, this is her people. I would hide this, but
Yeah.
she literally, this is all she's talking about. She came
That's
out
wild.
to make this big release to make inflammatory accusations that do nothing but incite violence against President Trump.
It's crazy, man. It's gonna get so wild. It's gonna be so fucking nuts.
Hilarious.
Like judges, like journalists, like nonpartisan.
Oh, kind of like what you did to
officials.
Tucker.
It is deeply troubling and incredibly dangerous.
They were trying to destroy Joe Rogan. They were literally trying to destroy him.
Did you hear
And
she's
he-
not going on his show?
Oh, she's not. Oh.
No, she couldn't hang with a 3-hour debate.
Dude, she
I mean,
can't hang with an. There's-
Even a conversation. And Joe Rogan would actually ask her what we all want to know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't wait for him to ask Trump about the vaccine and shit. I
Oh,
literally,
dude,
I fucking
Trump-
can't wait.
Trump is going to win so many people who are for him but weren't going to vote for him. Does that make sense? People who are pro-Trump, but they just
Yep.
weren't motivated enough to vote. He's going to win them all.
Yep.
That Donald Trump would invoke Adolf Hitler, the man who is responsible for the deaths of 6 million Jews and hundreds of thousands of Americans.
What the fuck is she on?
This is further evidence for the American people.
So this even says Harris responds to a person's description of Trump as a fascist. So everything else she's extrapolating from this guy's opinion.
It's all hearsay. I could, this is just for someone who hates him, for someone who's a proven liar and a proven non-patriot, a freaking sellout to China.
Congratulations there, Kamala. You just ensured that some Americans are probably going to die now.
Didn't anybody in her cabinet or in her staff say, maybe this isn't the best idea to do this? Like, this just doesn't seem like a winning idea.
No.
Of who Donald Trump really is. This is a window into who Donald Trump really is from the people who know him best, from the people who worked with him side by side in the Oval Office and in the Situation Room. And it is clear from John Kelly's words that Donald Trump is someone who, I quote, certainly falls into the general definition of fascist, who in fact vowed to be a dictator on day one and vowed to use the military as his personal militia to carry out his personal and political vendettas. Donald Trump is increasingly unhinged and unstable.
Unreal.
He's unstable.
Yeah. Like, you've been like waylaid drunk at like 4 events I've watched.
What
in
the
a
hell am I
second term-
watching here, dude?
This is crazy. Like, she's just this is unhinged. It really is. Whoever had her do this, because I don't think she doesn't have original thought, bro. This somebody else thought of this. She wasn't like, hey, let me get this together.
This is desperation. You don't see Trump
absolutely.
doing anything like this. Trump's out there doing interviews. The Theo Vaughn interview was fantastic.
It was.
And JD Vance crushed it again. I mean, it's they just keep doing slam dunks. They don't have to do stuff like this because they're winning.
Yeah.
Because they're winning. These guys, no winning team does this. Like, no winning team does this. This is desperation. This is a Hail Mary pass. This is not what the winning team does. The winning team does not do this. The winning team would not be talking about their competition. They just be preaching about what they're doing, kind of like what JD Vance and Trump are doing. They're out there on personality tours, man. Like, that's the thing. Like, you have a situation where it's clear by how the campaigns are going who's winning. It's very clear who's winning, and it's not Kamala. They see the internal polls. They see everything going on. They see Chicago turning red.
Mm-hmm.
They are panicking. This could be a greater blowout than Reagan-Mondale. This is catastrophic for the Democrats.
But I'll also say this is a setup for Trump is an existential threat to the United States, and they're not. This is why they won't certify it. I don't think that they are just going to hand over power to him. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, I believe Trump has a better chance of beating the cheat than they do of them actually. Like, I think that I do think it's going to be so. I think the vote will be so clear that Trump won that they're not going to risk cheating too much. I will say they'll still cheat no matter what to try to make it appear close. I really do. And then they'll accuse Trump of cheating. You watch. But but this is a setup for he's an existential threat to the United States, and we need to remove him, and we're not going to transfer power. Like, this is the setup. This is the setup for them to basically say, this is what we're doing. What are you, the American people, going to do about it? You watch.
Well, there's nothing we can do other than states seceding from the union. That's all that can happen.
Yeah.
I don't see anything else going about except for states like, nope, we're not doing it. Sorry. We're not partaking in the federal government. That's the only logical way to combat this is states just refusing to participate in the United States of America. That's all I got. I have nothing else.
And then they'll shut the power grid down on some states. Texas did it right to get independent of the power grid.
Dude, this is absolutely nuts. Like, this is getting scary because this rhetoric, again, for you Democrats watching this, I know there's like 2 or 3 of you, thousands of people. We got like 2 or 3 Democrats. Dude, you guys, do you understand what you're supporting here?
Right.
Do you understand what this crazy bitch is saying? Does anybody understand what's going on here? This is not what the winning side says. This is desperation. This is a Hail Mary. Look, man, I'm kind of offended as a Jew. I'm not going to lie. I'm a Jew. I'm voting for Trump. Andrew Meyer, very Jewish. He wears the hat and everything, voting for Trump. To compare the guy I'm voting for, to the man who literally killed many of my family members.
Yeah.
Bitch, do you know what the fuck you just said? You dumb fucking whore. Do you know what you just said?
It's wild, dude. I mean, totally wild. Like,
unreal. And I say those as very literal terms. She was a literal fucking escort. Yeah. This woman sucked her way to the top. She is a whore. She is not an upstanding woman. Oh, you're saying it because I'm a woman. No, I'm saying it because she's a whore. That's how she got there. It's well known. Willie Brown, all these pictures. She was an escort. She was out there with Montel Williams. Like, it's like, dude, guys, this is not the woman to be the first woman president. Tulsi would be great. An American, a woman who went to war for her country, a woman who's currently enlisted in the military, a woman who truly loves her country. That's who you want. You don't want this thing. Right.
I mean, so Kimberly Gonzalez says she's mad because Candace took her black card away. I will point out that Kamala is looking very Indian today. Like, you notice how they're not putting the bronzer on her anymore?
Is she trying not to be black now? Because she does look lighter. I just noticed that.
Yeah, she looks much, much lighter. So
wow. Could it be the lighting? I think it could be the lighting.
Yeah. And I think that they've stopped with that whole rhetoric of vote for her. She's black. I think they realized that shit was going the wrong fucking way.
I think they realized they lost the black vote.
Yeah. because
I don't think they're even trying anymore.
Barry was pretty open about like, hey, the brothers need to get on page. But I see a lot. I think Barry pissed off a lot of black women. You know, like a lot of black women. Yeah, I do. I really do. TikTok was just littered with it. They're like, you know what? Fuck you, Obama.
Oh my God.
I haven't watched the very end of this yet though. So hang on.
Well, now's a good time to do it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
People like John Kelly would not be there to be the guardrails against his propensities and his actions. Those who once tried to stop him from pursuing his worst impulses would no longer be there and no longer be there to rein him in. So the bottom line is this. We know what Donald Trump wants. He wants unchecked power. The question in 13 days will be, what do the American people want? Thank you.
Not you, Ho.
Oh God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's a set. I'm telling you, that's the setup. That's the setup for Trump's too dangerous to have in office. We can't let it happen. He's an existential threat. I mean, again, like, okay, so is this going to be like the Russia thing again, where like it's proven that it was completely made up? Like, how have people? Like, here's the problem, man. Like, I mean, I really mean this, and Republicans, please fucking listen up, you bunch of fucking you guys need to get a fucking backbone for real. They lied. They made up shit. The 51 people about the Hunter Biden laptop. Why aren't you prosecuting all those motherfuckers? Like, you can't just like keep writing harsh tweets and shit, bitches. You can't just keep fucking like, we're gonna have a hearing about this. It's not. I don't give a fuck about your hearings if nobody fucking goes to jail. I don't give a fuck. Why are you wasting our fucking money by holding a fucking hearing, paying all your goddamn salaries, all your fucking employees' salaries, having these people brought in, flown in, and then just to be like, oh, so you actually said that? That's horrible. Oh, wow. Oh, so scathing. Put motherfuckers in jail.
They need to be in jail.
People need to pay for what has been done. We need a reckoning. We need a reckoning for COVID. We need a reckoning for the fucking Hunter Biden laptop thing.
Oh my, that swayed the election. That would have twisted the election. By the way, go on for a second. I got to re-sign in. My screen share audio went.
No problem. That is literally election interference. Republicans, you've got to start getting a backbone and doing something about this shit, or we the people are going to have to fucking take over for your bitch ass too. Now, I know that MAGA is like not really necessarily GOP, but I understand that MAGA is very, very, very kind of gun shy after January 6th. But motherfuckers, it's about time to decide whether we're going to live on our fucking feet or die on our live on our knees or die on our feet. It's getting to be that fucking.
So have you seen now they're just bringing up the sexual allegation charges left and right? Now you got, so check this out. So this is what happens. Like, there's already been 2 elections, and this bitch comes out now, just like now. And she's like, Donald Trump groped me 31 years ago. Former model Stacey Williams claims that Donald Trump groped her 31 years ago. In a new hit piece from The Guardian, Williams claims she met Donald Trump through Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, convenient. She says she went to Trump Tower in '93 with Epstein, where Trump allegedly grabbed her butt and breasts. Williams claims she thought she saw the two men smiling at each other during the incident. These accusations made by a former activist, Barack Obama, and announced on a Harris campaign call 2 weeks before the election are unequivocally false, said Trump campaign. Here's the funny thing. 1, statute of limitations, come on. You've already been through 2 elections. What happened is this bitch got paid. Mm-hmm. That's it. She got paid a lot of money, got paid a lot of that Soros cash, and she came out just to but I don't think people care anymore.
No.
People, I don't think people, dude, it's 31 years. You've gone through, this is our 9th year of Trump campaigning?
Yeah.
And it just came out?
Yeah. It's so,
dude, this doesn't
be
pass
incredible bullshit.
Any sniff test. This is ridiculous.
And dude, let's be real. And I mean this. If they're gonna invoke Epstein's name, release all the fucking names. Release the goddamn list. If Trump is on it, I'll be the first one to say he should fucking go in the wood chipper.
But here's the thing. Right? JD Vance just went on Theo Vaughn, and he's like, "Oh, we're releasing that fucking list. We're releasing
that's what's got him in a panic, and they're going to try to. I didn't realize that. I didn't watch that whole interview.
Well, here's part of it. That was on another clip, I believe. But JD Vance, talk about being a real motherfucker right here. This dude went on with a comedian. He just seemed relatable. He didn't dress like Tim Walsh wears flannel and shit. JD Vance dresses like JD Vance. Watch. This is great. Theo Vaughn, I never knew of him before this election. I got to admit, I didn't even know the guy existed. It's fucking hilarious.
His stand-up is fucking crazy.
I've never seen it. Check this. Hey, we got the same shaker cup. Look.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, there we go.
You know that anymore. The last one I went to, somebody's selling a fucking boat at one of them.
Exactly.
And we're like, you can't, dude. We're trying to get off of drugs, dude.
That's not fake laughter. Like Kamala with her fake laughter. JD Vance is just fucking hamming it up right here. And he goes on, and in this interview, he talks about America being too fat, how RFK is going to fix all that. Type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, all these different problems. That guy definitely from Ohio. That guy is definitely fucking from Ohio. He said dark shit.
Yeah.
That guy, I love JD, man. I think he was the right pick.
He's going to be president someday.
He's so fucking Ohio.
Yeah.
You like raisins?
Because I like grapes that have been through something. You know, it's just who
released the Epstein list.
Yes.
You can't even
that
do
was what I
cocaine
was playing it for, that ending.
Yes, we do.
But it was worth watching the fucking comedy.
Absolutely.
That was brilliant, dude. And JD Vance, just look, man, he grew up in a very similar situation how I grew up.
Yeah.
Same situation with his mom. I mean, well, except for the whole like random dudes and stuff, right?
Well,
like
well,
that
and
was
the whole trained assassin thing.
Yeah. I mean, it was, but I mean the drug stuff, right? Yeah. So I understand, and you look, man, he's built through adversity. He's built tough, and I like how they try to throw like, oh, he's a Yale guy, motherfucker. Like he didn't go to Yale because of some like familial fucking connection. He went there because he worked his ass off. And that's these Democrats don't understand. They don't like hard work. This guy is, I was explaining to my football coaches this yesterday about how I like to run offense. I'm a Midwestern offense kind of guy. Now, let me explain to you. You run the ball until they stop you. You just run it right down their fucking throat. You run a power eye, you just fucking pound it, you pull the fucking guard, you run that fucking fullback right down their fucking throat. And if it doesn't work, you throw the ball. That's a Midwestern offense. That is a Midwesterner right there. A Midwesterner is hardcore. That's why where do they wrestle? The fucking Midwest. They got wrestling rooms in fucking elementary schools. Why? Because wrestling is a fucking meritocracy, work-related sport. This man is a fucking Midwesterner. He is a hardcore, roll your sleeves up, get it done, motherfucker. And that is why I'm a huge JD Vance fan. I love the guy. I think he's going to be a great vice president. I think he's going to be a great president. And I want nothing more than to get him, RFK, and Tulsi as close to the fucking seat of presidency as I can. And that's what we get with a Trump presidency. I'm voting for RFK, Tulsi, and JD first, Trump second. Trump's the vessel to get him in there. Trump is the vessel to get through what we've been fucking crying about. We came out with those fucking shirts 2.5 years ago to make America healthy again. Tulsi, a fucking babe, a fucking workout freak, a fucking gangster. She fucking deadlifts, she squats, she does fucking rucks. She is a fucking gangster. RFK, bench pressing on the beach in fucking jeans without a shirt on. JD Vance. Amazing.
Did you see that Tulsi officially joined the Republican Party today?
I saw that.
Yeah.
The Republican Party, the GOP is dead.
Yeah.
MAGA has taken over. Maha is taking the fuck over because everybody's tired of people being sick. I'm tired of seeing people being sick. What Ozempic showed us is that people can lose weight. There's just better ways to do it. And we had this big discussion about it the other day, man. When you lose weight on Ozempic, when you gain it back, your fat cells have proliferated. You've had hyperplasia of the fat cells. So when people come off Ozempic, they're going to come back fatter.
Yeah. It's weird, man, because like I see like both sides like trying to push. Like right now, the amount of people doing these huge eating things, like just eating gobs and gobs and gobs of food
God.
is massive. But I will say this, there are more people talking about like, all right, that's enough. Like, I mean, that's too fucking much. There are more people on social media talking about like, okay, enough is enough. I think people are finally sick of this whole body positivity, fat activist bullshit, because in reality, this shit's just not good. It's not healthy for people, and everybody knows it, right? You can't look around and like when you go out in general public in some areas of the country, it's like, wow, everybody looks like they're just sick and dying, you know?
They are.
And they are. And that's where I'm at too. Like the very I've been saying I'm voting for Trump for about 2 years now, because like if he runs, I knew that nobody was going to beat him in the nomination process. And frankly, we can't do this. I can't ever trust the Democrats again, because they put a man that me and you, like, I posted a video from 4 years ago today of myself where I was saying he's clearly cognitively impaired. Like me and you, he clearly, and they just all lied about it. They all hit it, including mainstream media. But there's no fucking way he would have passed a cognitive test in 2020. No fucking way.
Trump,
none.
I have no idea how Trump is still Trump. Like, I don't expect to be that fucking with it at 80 or whatever the fuck he is. Like, that is nuts. Like, the dude, he doesn't seem to age. No. It's the craziest thing. I've never seen someone get younger after being president. And, you know, you see these people like Eminem, and I have no doubt Eminem had a little Bieber action going on at the P. Diddy household. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at Ashton Kutcher. Did you see that shit? Like with the Abercrombie and Fitch ad? And I mean, dude, like the stuff these people did to get famous. Oh my God.
Well, it's going to come out, dude. I really think that, like, I think that it's going to be the list of Diddy people and Epstein people. If both of them come out, it's going to destroy Hollywood, music, like all of it's going to just crumble, which is good, because like it's one of the things I was talking about. Like, we need to look at our culture and who's been forming our culture for the last 50 or 60 years and how vile they are. Like, here's a good example, man. I posted this today. Let me pull it up for you. This is from like in the 60s, in the fucking 60s. Bill Cosby was doing a routine in his stand-up act called Spanish Fly, right? And this is no shit, bro. This is wild. Give me a second.
Man, why are these people fucking rapists and pedophiles?
Because nobody's put them in check. That's the thing. We need to, this whole shit about the Epstein list not being released, I agree with JD Vance, but we need to prosecute and frankly make these people exit society. We're on YouTube. I'll be careful. YouTube.
I was like, YouTube.
Okay, here we go.
I'm Bill Cosby, and you take care of yourself.
He does this routine, which now seems like it might have been a red flag.
She put some in her drink, man. You see 5 girls standing alone. Boy, if I had a whole jug of Spanish Fly, I'd light that corner up over there.
Bill Cosby was still telling Spanish Fly jokes more than 20 years later. This is from 1991.
Spanish Fly. Spanish Fly was the thing that all boys from age 11 on up to death, we will still be searching for Spanish Fly. That's right. And what was the old story was?
Listen to this sickness.
A little drop. No, it was on the head of a pin.
Why does he know the dosage? On the head of a pin. Oh, the famous Larry King live clip. A lot of you have seen it. But did you know that he was there promoting his book, Childhood? And Childhood has an entire chapter about Spanish Fly.
What?
And Spanish Fly is mentioned in the book 15 times.
And I put it in the drink. Coca-Cola. Don't matter. It doesn't make it. And the girl would drink it, and hello, America.
And he's on Larry King Live, talking about the Spanish Fly. You just got to put it just a pin, just the head of a pin, and oh boy, God bless America. Whoa.
there was this narrative that had always been there in the undercurrent of his comedy about women.
From almost day one was telling us that he was willing to and didn't think anything was strange about putting things in women's drinks to get them to do what he wanted them to do. So when we fast forward, it's not a huge leap to think that what Cosby was talking about in the 60s, he was doing.
Right?
What the hell is Spanish fly?
It's GHB. It's date rape drug.
It is.
It's the date rape drug. Yeah. It's the date rape drug. I mean, dude, it's not even, roofie. Yeah, it's Spanish fly roofie. Yes, it's roofie.
PubMed, Wikipedia. Let me see the actual definition. What the actual, it's cantharidin is the no, it's derived from blister beetles and is noted for its vesicant properties. I don't know if it's actual GHB. It seems that it's actually some other compound.
Okay. So it's roofie. One person said it's Spanish fly roofie. It is something to bend the will of people after you put it in their drink. I mean, it's wild that this is a real thing, that Hollywood is like this and has always been like this. I mean, and I said it earlier on a video, but between Cosby, Epstein, Weinstein, between them and Diddy, and then what's probably going to come out about Jay-Z, Ashton Kutcher, all these fucking people. I mean, this is not a isolated incident. It seems to be a systemic and pervasive problem in our culture, right? And that's a huge fucking problem, right? Like we should not have a term called the term casting couch in our vernacular. It shouldn't be there, because the term casting couch means that when a young woman or young man gets to Hollywood to try to get their big break normally comes with some sucking dick. I mean, it does.
And it's like a normal term. They do entire porn channels on that.
Yeah.
How'd I know that? I don't know. But no, I mean, it's literally a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's a well-known thing. It's if you have a black couch in your house, someone is making a statement about that being there. I had that black sleeper sofa in my old office that I slept on.
Mm-hmm.
And every time, so is that the casting couch? I'm like, no, that's my bed. My literal bed. But no, if you see a black couch,
mm-hmm.
it literally, no one can help but make the joke.
Mm-hmm.
No one can help it. They've been hiding it right under our noses the whole fucking time. It's like hidden in plain view.
It absolutely is. And like all the way through, like, look at Adelson for Fox News. I mean, he it's all of Hollywood. It's all of media. The legacy media, media of all kinds, probably, but Hollywood movies, TV, music, it's horrific, right? We need to change this. Like, just like we need to change the culture around obesity and stuff like this.
Yes.
This is a fucking illness in our culture. This is a cancer in our culture that we need to cut out. But the only way we're going to do this,
people influencing society, because TV, movies, that's what influences society. They put these hidden messages, slowly normalize things, like Cosby did through his comedy routines, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you slowly introduce this, like you slowly sexualize and groom people and children. Mm-hmm. That's why it's so dangerous, because these same people are running Disney.
Mm-hmm.
These same people are making cartoons. Shit, that was Bill Cosby's children's book mentioning Spanish fly. That's where the problem is. And I like when people go, well, it's just let people live. I'm like, no, it affects society and they're grooming children.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to let them live.
I'm sorry, but let people live means not involving raping the other people. We let them live is not like license for like, oh yeah, I'm going to let you live and do your thing if it involves them, like, taking advantage of somebody else. We need to we need
to protect women.
Absolutely. And children. It is absolutely disgusting. And apparently, if you look at Diddy, men too. But like, I mean,
a lot of baby oil, man. A lot of baby oil. So much baby oil.
Have you ever like done a search online about like just the shit that they did to Justin Bieber when he was underage on video, like on public TV, like Pink who was at the time like a fucking 35-year-old woman. Like this kid's like 16, 17, and she's literally on nationwide television grabbing his ass. Like to the point where he said, I feel violated on one of the award shows, right?
And nobody cared.
Because
they've normalized it. These people are freaks. Just like that Lil Nas X and his satanic ritual sexual video. We cannot normalize these things. And and this comes from someone who's a live and let live libertarian thinking 90s Democrat. Like, this is not where we want to go. We have to have some form of moral code. And molesting children on live TV, I just don't see that as a good choice.
I don't see that as a good choice.
Call me a prude. But again, like, and where's Justin Bieber's parents? If my son is in acting, right? And I have some old lady, like my wife would run up on stage and slit that bitch's throat. Like that would not work.
Well, his parents apparently signed over custody of him to Usher, and then Usher trafficked him to Diddy. Like, I'm not sure.
That sounds great.
So here's my thought. They probably have Bieber doing crazy shit on film. They probably do, right? But he is absolutely a victim in this too, even if he's a perpetrator. And I feel very bad for him, right?
Well, he was groomed into being a perpetrator.
Oh, absolutely. But we need to bring this all into the light. Absolutely. And not only into the light, but not only does Diddy and anybody else that's involved in that need to pay, frankly, by visiting a running wood chipper, but anybody that helped them hide it, anybody that is responsible for keeping the Epstein list hidden, they should go down too. Like we need to go scorched earth on these pedos. Like literally, like make it so. I've always said this before. People are like, oh, they can't control their urges. I bet you if we had an almost automatic death penalty for pedophiles, a bunch of them would all of a sudden start controlling their fucking urges.
So I do have one correction, since we're looking at the environment.
Yeah,
a huge carbon footprint for wood chippers. I think we all decided that crocodiles and alligators were better forms of wood chippers. I think it's nature's wood chipper, and it also feeds the environment.
Yeah, or hogs. Hogs. Not that I know this, but a pack of hogs can make a body disappear in like 2 hours.
So I've heard about that. And I heard that's the way they do it. I think didn't the mafia used to do that? If I'm not mistaken,
they
did a lot of things.
the Amish
mafia. they would kill you without any electric tools.
Dude, they're fucking for real, man. They
are hardcore, and they're not obese, so they can catch you.
A bunch of the Amish people are voting this time too for Trump. It's wild.
It's like crazy. Did you see the video of the Trump fucking on the Amish?
So funny,
wagon,
man.
Fucking horse pulling down a big Trump sign on the fucking Amish wagon. I feel so weird being classified as a right-wing Republican. It's the weirdest fucking thing, and I'm just embracing it. Hey, if Tulsi's in my party, a former Democratic candidate who is actually the one who knocked Kamala out of the last the last time they had an election, the last time they actually allowed him to vote. I think that's the party I want to be in. If Tulsi, look, man, people got so mad at me when I was like, even though she's a Democrat, I'd vote for Tulsi. And they're like, whoa, she's a shit lib. I'm like, yeah, but at least you know where she stands. I think she genuinely loves her country. I get that vibe. And so if Tulsi's on Team Republican, then fuck it. Yeah, I'm a Republican. And I quit with the Libertarians. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I know the Mises Caucus is trying so hard, but they fucking nominated that Chase guy. That Chase guy is a piece of shit. He's all for he's okay with parents transitioning their children before 18. Like, I'm sorry, dude. And he was a pro allowing companies to mandate the vaccine. See, I'm okay. Libertarians lose me when they're like, yeah, companies should be able to discriminate against black people because it's their business. I'm like, well, I don't think we should have DEI hires. I also don't think we should put we're not hiring blacks on your door. I do see that there is a line where sometimes you can have a little too lax of regulations, but their whole thing is, well, if a business wants to do it, cool. Can a business say I won't hire you because you're a filthy Jew? Well, yeah, it's their business. You lost me. You fucking lost me.
Yeah.
If you could openly discriminate like that, like, hey, we're not hiring black people, that's fucked.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fucked. They lost me. So, like, Libertarian Party, I say this and I mean it. I love you. I love what you guys stand for, but fuck your party. Fuck the Libertarian Party. Fuck Chase. Fuck that guy. That fucking soft-jawed piece of shit motherfucker. Fuck the Libertarians. I'm a Republican, okay? Because I need a party. I need to vote for something. I'm not voting Democrat. Anybody who supports that party now, I don't even know if I have Democrat friends anymore. Like, even if I'm not voting for you, I don't even think I can hang out with someone who would vote for what they stand for.
Well, they don't want to hang out with us either.
I don't think I can hang out with someone who votes for Kamala. I can't relate to you because you're weird. You're fucking evil. Like, you're voting for things that are going to kill the country that I love, and you're against everything I stand for. The Libertarians are retarded. Jill Stein's an idiot. She's running every election since I was born. Like, she's a dumb bitch. I love her because she takes away Democrat votes. But, like, if I'm not a Republican, what am I? If I'm an independent, what does that even mean? If I'm only voting down party lines, if I'm only voting for a Republican, is it really fair for me to say I'm not a Republican? If I'm literally voting for all Republicans and I don't vote for anyone else no matter what? Like, what am I? Am I being a lying, disingenuous asshole when I say I'm not a Republican anymore? Is that's a question I'm bringing up right now. I just thought about that. Like, Jesus Christ, I haven't voted for a Democrat since the fucking 90s, bro. Like, I've been a Republican for the last fucking 20 years, but I refuse to accept it. But the problem is I'm not a Republican. The other parties are just so far disconnected with anything I can ever roll with.
Well, that's the thing.
Like, Tulsi, you think Tulsi wants to be a fucking Republican? She has no choice.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's how I feel. I mean, when we were talking to that gentleman earlier, like, I haven't changed. Like, the only thing I've changed maybe a little bit is that I'm way more constitutionally based. Like, I think that's changed about me. But unfortunately, that makes me farther right.
No, that makes you a Republican. That makes you a Republican.
Farther right.
At the end of the day, I think it's about time we came out of the fucking closet, not just for being gay. Everybody already knew that, but everybody already knows we're gay, right? You guys know we're gay. I think we're Republicans. I don't think we can do this whole fucking we're independent thing anymore. I just don't think we can do it. I don't think we can do it because when's the last time you voted for a Democrat?
I mean, because I normally don't vote down the ballot, so it was in 2016, but so I mean, less than 10 years ago.
That's a decade. That's almost a decade.
But I will say this:
10 years is a statute of limitations. Like 7 years, aren't you common law? I think you're a common law Republican.
Well, I have no problem. Because here's my thing. That was when I still didn't like, and I did like the senator that I voted for. You know, party, and I still think that they were genuine. They lost the next election and were pulled out. But my thing is, I have no problem being labeled what anybody wants to label me, and I have no problem calling myself a Republican if that's what it's going to be. Because frankly, the only caveat I have to it is I didn't really change. I just started believing in freedom more, and the only reason why I started believing in freedom more is because the Democrats started showing that they didn't want me to be free.
Well, but here's the thing. Alan, what happens when we say we're not Republican? First thing they do, no, you are. You're a maggot. Fuck it. I'm a maggot. Good.
I'm a maggot then.
That's the first thing. That's the first thing they say.
You're 100%.
Even when we describe what we are, look, man, here's the deal. I'll have these nuanced conversations. I'll waste my time on fucking Twitter talking about. I'll be like, look, I'm pro-choice with limits. But I believe in the Constitution, and the Democrat Party I was a part of was anti-war. And now that the Republicans are anti-war, I have to vote for that. I also believe we should have borders, which the Democrats used to be big on. The Democrats used to want to have border control. So with that being said, how does that make me a Republican? Wouldn't that make me more of a Democrat than the Democrats are? No, you're just a maggot. You're lying. Okay, fuck
You're
it.
Right.
I'm over it. I'm like, dude, I'm tired of telling people I'm not a Republican because I don't consider myself a Republican. But because I don't agree with 100% or any of what they do anymore, name one platform the Democrats have right now. One thing they're running on that you agree with.
No, nothing.
One.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Name one thing, Chase. I mean, you could probably name a couple, like, right? Like financially, fiscally, probably.
Yeah.
But other than perhaps abolishing the Fed, what do you agree with the Libertarian Party?
Well, I will also say that, if Trump has Musk do his thing, he wants to reduce the size of the government by like 80%. That's even more than what the Libertarians want. You know what I mean?
The Libertarians want anarchy, dude. The Libertarians don't know what they want. The Libertarians, half of them are pro-abortion, half of them are anti-abortion, half of them are, the Libertarians don't even know what their positions are. They have the Mises Caucus, which is basically, and I speak as someone who has spoken at Mises Caucus events. The Mises Caucus are Republicans. They just are. Their platform is we're Republicans, but we're a new party called the Mises Caucus Libertarians. They're Republicans. They believe in borders, which a lot of libertarians don't believe in borders. Like, who are you going to tell me who to hire? Ooh, how about hire a fellow citizen, asshole? Okay, so the Mises Caucus are common sense libertarians. And if you look at the position of the new Republican Party, it's basically the Mises Caucus.
Yeah,
it
really is.
We gotta bring my buddy on, man. We gotta bring Heiss on, and we gotta be like, Heiss, bro. Tell me, why aren't you just a Republican? Why not just do what Rand Paul did and just get your party to join the Republican Party and run and actually have a chance to win? Because you're not going to win, especially and we brought up the pictures of libertarians before. The people running under the libertarian ticket. Can you imagine my face among those people? Like,
no, absolutely not.
I'm not morbidly obese. I don't have deep red or fucking blue hair. Like, I do not fit in with those people. I just don't. You guys are running wackos. Like, even if they're not wackos, you are as you appear. Just like you say about Blair White. If you look like a woman, I'm going to call you a woman. If you look like a man, I'm going to call you a man. If you look like a retard, you're probably a fucking, you look like a retard. I'm going to treat you like a retard. So these people, they look retarded. They got fucking weird hair. The one woman had the fucking big septum ring. I remember we looked at those pictures and you are like, man, this party's a fucking disaster. Like, at least Kamala is attractive. Like, she gets up there, she smiles, she has her hair done. Like, Trump has his fucking toupee on. He's got his bronzer going. JD has the cool beard. Like, fucking Waltz. I don't know what to say about that motherfucker. But like the libertarians, and then you got Chase, really a soft-chinned guy, like just soft, just so soft. And I'm not saying that because he's gay. That has nothing to do with it. He just looks weak and he talks weak. And every picture during 2020, he was promoting masks. So that just shows me he's retarded.
Yeah.
So why would I want to identify as libertarian? I don't do it anymore. I'm like, well, I have libertarian thoughts, but I'm a Republican. That's where I'm at right now.
It's just such a good point. And I mean, I guess I'll even make a video coming out tomorrow as I would rather call myself a MAGA than Republican, though. I don't know why. Like I say, go Maha. Go Maha. You know what? Yeah, I'll go Maha. I like that. I like that a lot because to me, that's where I'm at anyway. And that's what I've been talking about forever. Is making America healthy again. So,
dude, you got to put out like I'm coming out today, or like some really like you could clickbait this and have like get your wife take a picture of you like dressed really gay.
Yeah, that would work.
That'd be awesome. By the way, guys, we just like to say that when I'm not here, our co-host is gay. So we do not dislike gay people, but we just, if someone's gay or someone looks gay, and what does a gay person look like? Looks like my friend Aaron. So we know.
Aaron's gay. So.
Yeah. So like when we say we're not by any means discriminatory against gay folks, but when someone's gay,
they're gay.
You're gay. If someone looks gay, like I know straight people who look gay.
Yeah.
And they usually get the most women of anybody. You notice that?
Yeah.
I'll
tell you this though. It's awfully hard with like some of these younger people because their testosterone level in men is so low that some of them appear so effeminate. It's like my gaydar is off. But like
it's a gaydar deterrent. It just fucks it up.
Gaydar deterrent. It fucks it up. But I mean, like,
sworn he was gay.
That that's one thing that weirds me out, right? Is like, well, you're MAGA or you're Maha or whatever I'm going to call myself. and they're like, you're prejudiced against gay people. Like our standing co-host is fucking gay. Like so many fucking people in our life, in our circle, are gay. It's insane, right? I mean, I'm friends with I was having a conversation in the fucking comments with Buck Angel, who is a trans man. Like I was telling him, like, if you ever need anything, let me know, because he's helping detransitioners on one dude. So fucking crazy, on one Discord on like on online chat room. Yeah. He's got like 26,000 detransitioning kids. 26,000, right? So, and he's a trans man, and he's helping these kids detransition. You know, like,
oh man, these poor kids.
Dude, that's a whole other. We could talk about that shit forever.
You know what? It's hard to talk about. It's hard to talk, but the thing is, like, I have you think, like, so what is it, like a quarter of kids are gay now or something, or LGBT or queer? I don't even know what queer is. Charlie Kirk had a great one of his campus things. This woman's like, I'm queer. He's like, what is that? And there's really no definition. Right. Queer means you don't. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just weird because, like, if percentage wise, I should have at least one gay kid.
Right.
Like, I don't. To my knowledge. Thomas is certainly not gay. He's 16.
Right.
And he's so not gay, it's annoying. I wish he was a little more gay at this point. Like, there is so much testosterone in that guy. Like, he's 120 pounds right now. He wrestles at 113. He's benching the 85-pound dumbbells.
Wow.
I'm like, what the fuck? Did you get into my cabinet, bro? Like, what's going on here? Like,
did you get into my cabinet?
I'm looking at this. Oh, wow.
Have you seen this?
Oh my God.
She should be in jail.
Jail is the least of where she should be.
Yep. You're right. Jail.
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Yeah.
I like that. What movie were we watching the other day where Bad Boys 2, where the dude got eaten by a crocodile? Bad Boys, the new one. Yeah. So the guy, and that's where I came up with the wood. It's nature's wood chipper.
Yeah. That's so true. They're terrifying. They really are.
Dude, they're dinosaurs. Yeah. They're like dinosaurs just roving the earth, just eating shit. I mean,
it's something like
crazy.
The weird percentage is, like, if it gets you, it's like the kill percentage is almost like 100%. Like, if it grabs
their jaw
you, you're
strength.
fucked.
Yeah, their jaws. It's nuts. I'm just now starting to wake up because, like, man, I just look, man, at the end of the day, we're just two bros who want what's best for the country, and we know how to get there. And we know how to get there because when the country was in its worst turmoil of my lifetime, 2020, 2021, everything we said was right. And we didn't even, like, keep in mind, guys, we didn't start really talking until 2021. So like, we're independently saying the same fucking thing. And that just shows me there's a lot of other people who said the same thing, including Bradley Martin, including some other people who actually spoke up. There's other people who thought it, but they were too scared to speak up. And they're scared to speak up because the Democrats and the social media platforms label what you say, which could be truth, as misinformation. And I will admit when I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot, guys. I am wrong a lot.
Me too.
I'm married. So I am told when I'm wrong. Like, I am very aware that I'm wrong a lot. So we need this discourse. We need to have stupid opinions. Like Rogan, when he questions things like, he's the worst man. You see that article? He's the worst man alive. He's the worst man ever. It's like, really? A guy who donates a tons of charity. He's helped how many people kick off their career? He's created how many jobs? He's the most evil person ever for saying that he didn't want to get a shot. That's the most evil guy ever. Really? Well, the problem, does Mao come to mind?
Yeah, right. I mean, the thing is, man, is that's another problem. That's another problem with the left that I just won't float with. Like, it has to be 100% obedience, like 100% obedience, and Rogan's not going to be that. I still think that, like, until recently, until like in this last year or so, I think Rogan was still probably going to vote Democrat, just to be honest. I mean, maybe 2 years ago, once they actually just started to do the whole thing about, like, CNN making it seem like he was taking horse goo, and shit like that. But they burnt that bridge. Like, it's weird how people don't understand how many people they've pushed away. Robert Kennedy, fucking Tulsi Gabbard, fucking Joe Rogan, like huge influential names that they should want in their stable, that all they did was ask questions about stuff. I mean, it's very strange, especially when you consider, like, if they would have just allowed a fair nomination process, it shouldn't have been nothing for
RFK would have won by a landslide. RFK would have beat Trump with ease. He would have beat him without a voice. That's how RFK. So I announced on this show that I'm voting for RFK, and then RFK's like, and then I'm like, Trump. I think we need to go with Trump. And then RFK's like, I'm with Trump, and I'm like, holy shit! Like, there's no more decision. And that, for me, that's easy. So if I was such a maggot, why would I vote for RFK?
Right.
Like, I literally wasn't even going to vote for the guy. And you go back a few episodes, and I literally met RFK by chance. It's not like we had lunch, but we had a great conversation. And I'm like, I believe this is the guy. I had that fucking gut feeling. And then when he joined Trump, I'm like, let's fucking go. Let's go.
Dude.
This is the perfect ticket. Tulsi, Trump, Vance. I mean, you got Vivek in the background. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. This is going to be, we can have the greatest resurgence of America in the history of the country.
And from what I understand, Kennedy is helping him pick a lot of the slots for, like, who's going to run the organizations and departments, right? Because that's what he didn't have last time. Last time he basically still had fucking swamp rhinos saying we need to put this person here. I mean, he even had fucking like pharmaceutical reps like deciding shit, because he didn't know. So now he's got Kennedy like basically saying like, here's what we're going to put in charge of here. Here's what we're going to put in charge of here. And I've been saying this is another reason why they're desperate. They're desperate because if it would be different, I really do think it would be a little different if Kennedy would have just like disappeared, right?
Yeah.
But bro, one more time, just to remind everybody, big food and big pharma looks to lose trillions of dollars per year from making America healthy again.
You know who made Kamala say that today? Guarantee you, big pharma. I would bet my house on it. Big pharma is controlling the strings right now. Because they serve to lose the most if Trump wins. They will lose more money than they've made. They will lose so much money. He will upend the entire system. And the CDC, the WHO, they're no longer a part of this, man. He's going to chop them both. That stupid bitch getting her fucking shot, that booster. Yeah. Dude, she got roasted though.
Yeah, we're still doing boosters. You fucking crazy ass. I mean, come on now, people. That's the different. I don't want to get us kicked off YouTube, but the CDC, WHO, absolutely. But think about what this does. The reason why they're willing to put all this shit on media too, 75% reduction in revenue for the mainstream media.
Bingo. It's all money, bro.
They'll say Trump fucks monkeys for that shit. I mean,
31 years. He groped me. He didn't rape her. He didn't Spanish fly her. Groped, like touching a boobie. Touching a boobie is that's all you got? Like, because you can't prove it.
Right.
And you can't disprove it.
And Kamala Harris, the speech from Kamala Harris is literally inciting violence against not only Trump, but Trump supporters, setting up for basically a hot civil war. No shit. And that's on the word of one general who clearly does not like Trump, who thinks he's fascist. And now she's saying, like, because of this, we know Trump wants this, he wants this, he wants this, he wants this, he wants this. They're just talking shit because the media and their donors are going to lose huge money, huge sums of money. CNN and MSNBC will cease to exist.
They will be gone. The only thing keeping them afloat was Big Pharma's money. And you can look at it. You could look at you could actually look at this. This is easily, you guys can research this yourself.
Yep.
All I have to do is tell you 75% of the ad revenue is Pfizer.
I can't believe that like people don't see how ridiculous it is that Pfizer gives CNN so much money when they don't have anybody really fucking watching it. Like, I mean, it's nobody watches that shit anymore. The only time I see CNN, like, I don't think people actually sit and watch it anymore because it's so clearly biased. It's even if you're a Democrat, you've got to be like, God damn, it's all Trump all the time and how evil he is. Like, even when he was in office, they acted like it was the most horrible thing. Even when the economy was crushing it, it's so fucking sad where our country has gotten to. But it's going to be very painful because think about this. I mean, no shit. Trump wins, right? Say that we don't start a civil war and Trump wins and RFK starts doing his thing and Trump does his thing. Trump ends all the wars. So there's, the military industrial complex loses money, trillions of dollars a year. Big food, trillions of dollars a year. Big pharma, trillions of dollars a year. Lost. All the major fucking donors are losing all sorts of money. And then what it does, mainstream media and Hollywood are fucked. How many TV shows do you watch that are brought to you by Pfizer? Like, I mean, all of them. Many, right? All of them. So that's all gone too. So now all these Hollywood elites and the celebrities who should probably be half of them in jail anyway. Now they're not getting paid nearly what they're getting paid. Now they're blasted back to being the starving artist, as they fucking should be. You're the goddamn court jesters. Yeah, you provide nothing but entertainment. Like
you've gone down the rabbit hole of exactly what'll happen, and I'm here for it, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
I'm here for it. So tomorrow I am going to be at football practice, but
I got it.
Alan's got it, and yeah, great. Lot going on. It's election season, and yeah, hopefully everything works out for the best, but I'm not too hopeful. The best is still going to be crazy.
The best is still going to be crazy. Like, still just going to be it. Just like I said, buckle up because it's about to get wild as fuck in America. Like wild. So, all right, folks, and Mark, thank you very much, man. Have a good evening, and tell the family I said hello.
Likewise.
I will, man. I will, and hope all of you join us back again tomorrow. I'll be back. I might bring on a guest for Evening Rants on YouTube, Evening Rants on Rumble. Follow at Mark Lobliner or at the MFing COO on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. And I would have my name, but 25 other people have Alan Roberts and all sorts of different variations instead of MFing COO. So, all right, everybody, we'll see you tomorrow. So everybody listen up. If you're anything like how I used to be, where you're terrified of the holiday/gluttony season, because once you start eating the carbs and the sugars that are involved with the festivities, you can't seem to say no. And the next thing you know, 4 months later, you've gained 10, 15, 20 extra pounds that you then struggle to get half of it off or even any of it off over the course of the next 8 months before the next gluttony season. We created Alchemy just for you. We teamed up with the Ambrosia Collective and we created this glucose disposal supplement made up of 5 patented ingredients at clinically tested human doses, one of which is in C2. It is a seaweed extract. And it is absolutely amazing. In clinical trials, human clinical trials, it has been shown to help reverse prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. It helps raise HDL, lower LDL, lower triglycerides, lower your blood pressure. It has amazing effects on insulin sensitivity. So for those of you that have PCOS, this can give you an extra boost. And 1 in every 4 women has PCOS in our society today. So this will help you with your insulin sensitivity. Not to mention that it helps take away the sugar demon. It just knocks it right off your shoulder. I get no sugar cravings when I take this twice a day, 2 capsules at a time. You should go to the Ambrosia Collective right now. Use the code Evening Rants, get 10% off, and get you some Alchemy so you can be prepared for gluttony season and you don't gain that 10, 15, 20 extra pounds because you'll be able to avoid the sugar demon all holiday season long.